Hey guys, follow me today to the kimchi cooking class I took in Seoul. Before we started the class, we made a quick tour on Mangwon Market. Our cooking instructor, Chef Jo-min, explained a lot about different ingredients and seasoning used in Korean-style cooking. Just walking with her on the market, I learned a lot already, and it was so much fun. She bought ingredients for the kimchi we were gonna prepare together and some pork to try it with later. Jo-min told us how to make 3 kinds of kimchi, from cabbage, radish and cucumber. She prepared the cabbages for us the day before because they take several hours to soak. But we soaked and cut the radish, cucumber and other ingredients for the seasoning ourselves. First, peeled a piece of radish for the radish kimchi. And cut it into cubes of 2 centimeters. Add salt and sugar. And mix it well. Then let it sit for 2 hours and drain. To clean the cucumber and smooth the peel, scrub it with rock salt and water. Cut the cucumber equally in 4 pieces. Then cut across on one end of each piece and soak them in salted water for 30 minutes. For the seasoning for the cabbage kimchi, cut another piece of radish into thin slices. And also cut some spring onions. Mix Korean chili powder, anchovy sauce, preserved shrimps, minced garlic, minced ginger, and corn syrup or sugar. Then add the radish and the spring onion. Then you basically grab a handful of the seasoning and coat your cabbage with it. It's important to coat every single leaf with seasoning so there is no white spots left. And don't be afraid to leave some chunks of radish and spring onion in between the leaves here and there. As you can see, coating every single leaf of a bunch of cabbages carefully with seasoning can take quite a while. And doing this for a whole year's worth of kimchi for the whole family requires quite a bit of patience and stamina. When you're done with this, you take the cabbages you are not going to cut into smaller pieces right away but store for later, and kind of roll up the leaves, folding them in half and cover them with the outermost leaf, spreading it so it covers as much of the cabbage as possible. Now it's time for the radish and the cucumber kimchi. For the cucumber, mix chili powder with minced garlic, anchovy sauce, preserved shrimps, sugar or syrup, and chive. Then cover the cucumber all around with the seasoning and put some in the cross opening as well. For the radish kimchi, you add some minced pear to the seasoning to add some sweetness and just mix it well. And you're done! These ones are quite simple. We were provided with plastic containers to store and transport our handmade kimchi. In the end, Jomin showed us how to cut and soak the cabbages. Apart from putting them in salt or water to soak, you should also sprinkle rock salt in between all the cabbage leaves, close to the stem. The cabbages should soak for about 6 hours, but you have to turn them every 2 hours so they can soak evenly from each side. Then rinse the cabbages under running water 3 to 4 times and drain them for another hour. After we were done with the class, we tried the kimchi that we made with some pork that Jomin prepared for us. It was still very salty in taste, and it's best to let it sit for a few days before consumption. Did you know that kimchi didn't used to be all that spicy? The Korean cuisine didn't used to have what we think to be typical Korean spice to it until chili was introduced to East Asia by Portuguese traders in the 16th or 17th century. To this day, a lot of Korean families still gather in November or December to make a whole year's worth of kimchi. Wow. A lot of my friends, when I asked them what they had planned for one random weekend in November, they said they were going to make kimchi with their families. Obviously, you need to prepare a lot of cabbage for that. And some people, if they don't have a proper cabbage soaking tub, a lot of people use baby pools as a substitute. To store their kimchi, almost every family has a kimchi fridge at home, and parents will send their children that don't live in their house anymore kimchi once in a while, which is such a great tradition, I think. And believe me, homemade kimchi is the best. There isn't one right way to make kimchi. A lot of families have their own traditional recipe, and it also depends on the location. People who live closer to the sea tend to put not just vegetables but also seafood in their kimchi as well. Korean restaurants obviously need a lot of kimchi, and it's not always possible to prepare all that by themselves. So Jomin told us that nowadays a lot of restaurants get their kimchi imported from China. So that's it for the video. I hope you had fun, and I really recommend, if you have the chance and you love kimchi, that you visit a cooking class too. It is so much fun and educating to learn it from someone who grew up with the tradition of making kimchi and also is able to teach you a lot about Korean cuisine in general. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, it would mean the world to me. And see you in the next one. Bye!